Well, a felony conviction is like a shadow that stays with you no matter where you are or what you do in life.
In part one of a three-part series called Shadow of a Felony Conviction, we examine common problems for most convicted felons. Eric Avenier joins us live in the studio to explain in this special report. Eric.
Well, Amy, when a convicted felon serves time for committing the crime, it's called paying a debt to society. But in the eyes of many people who frown upon convicted felons, that debt is never paid. For most convicted felons, being released from prison is the start of a new life on the outside. But with that new life comes new challenges they didn't face before being convicted. 55-year-old Connie Ray Edmondson knows this all too well. He served 14 years in prison for a drug charge.
It's a struggle. It's a serious struggle. But you have to be willing to battle with that struggle.
And once a person is convicted of a felony offense, that conviction shadows them for the rest of their life, making it hard to get a job. Hard, but not impossible.
Some people will give you the opportunity to actually show yourself. I had that opportunity.
An opportunity for Edmondson meant doing maintenance work at the Bethlehem Center in Chattanooga. But finding employment is one problem. Convicted felons also face an uphill battle trying to find a place to live. Rental property manager Beverly Walden says when certain felonies that involve violence, theft, or burglary are discovered during a criminal background check, it raises a major red flag.
We really have to think long and hard before we can approve that application, because we don't want to put our residents in any kind of situation that could, be harmful to them.
The shadow of a felony conviction can also damage a person's social life. We went around Chattanooga asking folks if they would ever date or get involved with a convicted felon.
I would probably say no.
I would. I think everybody deserves a second chance. And
Probably not in the long run. They might have changed, so I would give them the chance if they were a different person.
So I would find out what kind of felony it was, and then I could make my decision.
If I were just now meeting the person, no. If I were already dating the person, it'd be situational.
And Edmondson is not surprised by those responses.
You have some people that feel like you can never pay your debt to society because you are a felon.
Former prosecutor turned criminal defense attorney Jerry Summers says part of the problem is politics.
It's all part of the political system that we have. Legislators all want to be tough on crime, and sometimes, with all due respect, they overkill. I have people come to me that 30 years ago they got a conviction, and somehow it's still haunting them.
Public information on the internet and in the media may also make it harder for convicted felons to get on with their lives.
Just busted, you got the News Free Press, print people arrested, you got Chattanoogan.com, you got the TV stations.
And here's a recent example. Charles Ramsey, the man who was labeled a hero for helping free 3 female captives from a house of horror, had his moment of glory tarnished when several media outlets started reporting he was a convicted felon. Websites like SmokingGun.com went even further by writing an article that was more about his felonious past rather than how he helped to save the lives of 3 women. Yet another example of how a felony conviction can stick with a person no matter if they've paid their debt to society and changed their life around. Now be sure to tune in tomorrow in part 2 of this special report where we explore solutions to the problem we just mentioned in part 1. Live in the studio, Eric Avenier, WDEF News 12.